Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your man Chance here, your coach of the Camden Ursaring, and today, guys, I am here to go over my draft picks for the third season of the P4G, Pokemon 4 Glory. If you're unfamiliar with the P4G, then you should probably do some soul searching. It is the third season by now, and if you're in the draft league format, then you should probably be familiar with it. But the live draft stream just went down on Sunday. Today should be Wednesday. This is going up. So if you missed that, you should be very ashamed of yourself. But don't fret. I'm also very ashamed of myself. I did also miss it. But I went back this past Monday and I watched it through the VOD. So if you're feeling like you were caught lacking, then go ahead and watch that VOD. It is up for viewing, up for your viewing pleasure. So go ahead and give that a nice, peek-a-deek. But without further ado, we're going to go over my drafts here. This is my fourth league that I've been in. 3 out of 4 of those leagues were the P4G, so this is definitely a league I definitely feel comfortable in, even though our runs in the past 2 seasons weren't super great. But we're going to try to fix that with Season 3. You know what they say, third time's the charm. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into my picks. So for round 1, we ended up scooping up Arcanine, the legendary Pokemon himself. For this specific league, we're going to do tier 3 and down. So it was very different drafting Mons. It was like picking all the flowers from the garden that you wouldn't put in a bouquet. So it's very, very different, but I like it. I think it's going to be something real cool. You're going to see things that you're not necessarily familiar with. That's what I always did when I drafted Mons. Is I always drafted Mons that I never really got the chance to use. So this was super cool to see everybody else doing as well. So we went with Arcanine. I'd never really used an Arcanine before, so definitely was something I was looking forward to hopefully picking up. So we scooped up the nice and powerful Arcanine. He's here. He's going to be hitting those E-speeds. He's going to be hitting them flare blitzes. He gets intimidate and flash fire. So I'm definitely very, very excited to use the boy, the legend, the Arcanine. I don't know why I decided to try to get epic with it. But for our second draft pick here, we're going straight over to the derpy boy himself, Quagsire. Our boy Honker is here. He's out here. He's covering up his junk because he's a little embarrassed, but he won't let it show on his face. We needed some water coverage, but some ground coverage would also be very nice as well. I believe he only has like not one, but he only has like a few weaknesses. Gets rid of his electric weakness with the ground typing, but we are quad weak to grass, so we're not really too afraid of grass on this team, especially with the Arcanine and a few things that we'll go over when we go through the rest of our draft picks. But Quagsire is here. He's pretty bulky, so we should have a nice and powerful derpy slimy wall, hopefully. Now moving over to our boy Porygon Z. If you're familiar with the P4G, as I said in the beginning, P4G Season 2, we ended up picking Porygon 2, which I think we ended up trading to Kyle and the Dom fans. I don't remember what week that was, but it wasn't the smartest trade in the world of Draft League, but we surely did it, and we surely rocked out with it. But Porygon 2 was with us, and we have the evolution Porygon Z. I'm excited to use Porygon Z just because I think the last time I battled against a Porygon Z was in Season 1 of the P4G. It was rocking out, so I decided, you know what, I want to try this Tri-Beam thing out myself with that adaptability. It also gets a download and analytics, so I'm definitely looking forward to rocking out with the Porygon Z, seeing what it can do with his spastic ass. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Moving on to our 4th round pick, we have Cryogonal here, a very specially defensive Mon, but it is an ice type, which can sometimes not cut the mustard. But hopefully this nice Cryogonal, this shield looking boy, will be able to definitely slide on a hot dog. That would be great. Just to be able to rapid spin. It also gets defog, but I mean, it gets access to both. So I guess, you know, I just flip a coin to see which one I would love to see. Rapid spin probably would be the one to bring, but you never know what will rattle in the mind of me, because I do some pretty unorthodox things that don't work out. So we'll see what happens. But I'm definitely looking forward to using this boy here with his freeze dry ability. Oh, not ability, but the freeze dry move. Just to see if we can, you know, take out some water types, see if we can have a good time. And on to number 5, we have our boy Conchcrow, looking pimping out here, looking buff. The buff bird is here, hashtag buff bird. But he is here, looking real good, looking with his chest puffed out. Motherfucker out here should be smoking a cigar, but I guess it's a children's game, so really couldn't get away with that. Game Freak probably wouldn't exist. Anyway, I'm looking forward to using this boy with the Moxie boosts and all that, as long as we can get kills with him, which I believe we will not have an issue getting kills with this boy. But he definitely gets access to a lot of good moves, a lot of weird special attack type moves. But you know, maybe we'll play around with it. We'll see what we can cook up in the laboratory, see if we can kick Dexter out and whip up our own experiments and shit. But the Brave Bird, I think it's just gonna be the bread and butter. Brave Bird, Roost, all that good shit. I'm looking forward to it. The boy is here. On to number 6, we have Venusaur. I have to kind of double check. Is this number 6? Can I count? On to number 6, our boy Venusaur. He's out here looking real thick, looking real hungry, looking real mean. You know, we needed a poison type as well as a grass type. So I was like, Venusaur hasn't been taken. Why not take the boy wonder, Venusaur? You know, number 3 on the Pokédex. I'm looking forward to Venusaur. I really like Mega Venusaur, but I mean, sometimes, you know, Venusaur, just default Venusaur can cut the mustard. He's looking real humble, so we'll see what we can rock out with our boy Venusaur. On to number 7, we have Alolan Raichu. Now, I think at the time of taking this, I don't even think it's drafted even after I took this. I believe normal Raichu was available as well. But I took Alolan Raichu because I needed an electric type, but I also wanted a psychic type as well, just to, you know, at least get that stab on the team, you know, just to help out, just in case. So we have our boy Alolan Raichu here. I don't know if it can set up the terrain by itself. Maybe it can, possibly. I have to look into it. But its ability is kind of useless until we have the terrain set up. Unless anybody else on the squad can set up the terrain, the electric terrain. But we'll have to see. But besides that, it does have a pretty high speed stat, which is great. It's gonna be wonderful for getting nice pivots with Volt Switch, and then maybe we can hit a Surge Surf every once in a while, but we'll have to see. That would be interesting to see. I've never used that move. I've never really used Z moves, to be completely honest with you, so we're gonna try to rectify that with this season and see what we can do. But you know, I've never used an Alolan Raichu, so we'll see what the boy has in store for us, not what we have in store for the boy. Now moving on to our number 8 pick. Number 8 pick here. We're going with Sliggoo here. You know what we're going to do. We're going to slap the Eviolite on him. See what the boy can do. He's looking real drippy. Looking real gooey. The boy's looking like hot phlegm that you spit on the street. But I think he could be real nice and defensive. Especially with the, I believe it's the gooey ability. Where, you know, if you fitting to touch us, we fitting to slow you down. So that would be really nice. It's kind of like a physical sticky web. Like you're gonna touch us, we finna slow you down. So I think we should have a good time with the boy. He gets access to, you know, some of the moves that that Goodra gets access to as well, like Draco Meteor and whatnot. So we'll see what the old boy can do. Moving on to our number 9 pick. Number 9? I can't count. Anyway, moving on to number 9. we have our boy Zigzagoon. Don't be sleeping on the boy Ziggy. I know he looks unintimidating in his sprite form right here, but just give him a chance. Look at him. He looks like he's smiling, but that's a goddamn war face right there. He's got the war paint on his eyes. He's ready to rip and roll. The boy gets access to Super Fang and shit like that. So I mean, just be on the lookout because the nigga is crazy. Moving on to number 10, we have our boy, our girl, whatever genderless Miss Maggie is. So I don't know how I was able to draft this so late in the draft, but she was there. She was ready and willing, and she was disrespected by being drafted after Zigzagoon. But you know, I bought her some ice cream. We went on a walk on the pier, and you know, we had our reconciliation, so we're good to go. But I'm really looking forward to using Miss Magius. Miss Magius is pretty goddamn fast and can hit pretty fucking hard, so I'm definitely looking forward to using the Ghost Witch in the hat. Moving on to our last pick, our number 11 pick, another Eviolite pick. We're gonna slap another Eviolite right between the gears. We have our boy Clang shifting gears and all that goodness. We needed a steel type just in case we needed to you know, bust out some fairies or bust out some rocks and whatnot. And it's also pretty nice and defensive, especially with the Eviolite. So I'm hoping that the boy works out. It looks pretty goofy on that on the smaller cog. I think that's hilarious. I just noticed it. But that is the squad, guys. I hope you're looking forward to what we're gonna do. I hope I'm looking forward to what I'm gonna do. I'm pretty excited for this league. I'm hoping that we can do better than the second season. I'm sorry, of the P4G. Our record, I think we got a total of 2 wins. So I mean, any more than 2, it's like we did it. So hopefully we can bang that on out. I have confidence that we can. But if you guys did enjoy our draft picks here, then definitely drop a couple of goddams in the chat, in the comment section below. But with that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys week 1 of the P4G. Our battle is against Gregulator and the Los Angeles Zy Dodgers. So that will be going up on Sunday, the 29th. So after you're done going to go watch Infinity War this weekend, go check out the battle on Sunday. It'll be waiting for you to view it. But with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Have a great and wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.